Yes. Another episode of the CastOffs podcast. It's your boy Biz. I've got some fine gents on the table today. How you doing, lads?
Hey.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us on, man.
They are the Ragwormers. Can you introduce yourself to the people?
Yep, so we are the Ragwormers, not just me and George. There's a whole band.
Yeah.
But they're not here.
Yeah, introduce yourself then. Then
So-
we go into them in a minute.
Well, my name's Glenn. I'm the lead singer.
Yeah.
And I play guitar.
Yeah.
My name's George. I'm the bassist.
Yeah. Two G's in the building, then, eh?
Yeah, Gorgeous
Glenn and-
Georgius and Glenn Stefani.
I'm gonna like this. Yes, we have an indie band, Let's not call them indie because they do loads of stuff. On the table, we wanted to speak to them because they have loads of things going on. I find out about their history, what they do, how they came about, and obviously how many members are in the band as well. So just tell us a bit more about yourselves. You can start either as a group or individually.
Well, we're old school friends, and we had a band years ago. We played weddings, and it wasn't really very good.
Bandmates first?
So we stopped doing that because it sucked. But we ended up basically doing a new band, and George joined us about 2 years ago. Rejoined. You know, we've known each other for years, and we've just been playing and partying and getting real crazy. And
As you do. As you do. It's battering guitars, throwing TVs through the window and all that.
Exactly that.
It's the name of the game, mate. It's the name of the game. How many of you are in the band, by the way?
So there's 5 members. So
Okay.
we got obviously us two. We got Rob, who's our lead guitarist, and we got Stu, who's our saxophonist, and then we got Max, who's on the drums. And yeah.
So it's a 5-piece band, and when did this all start? What year did this all come about? Obviously, you guys started from school.
Well, we started the band 4 years ago. It started off just as a bit of a laugh with me and Rob, and we were going out and we were playing. We'd be busking and, you know, playing places like Chaplin's. And then we got together with a couple of other guys we knew, played a few gigs. And then, we just kept playing and our friends kept coming to the gigs. And
And it just kept going on.
we just kept going on. Yeah, we kind of just just kept on partying and playing music. And it was really cool.
Was it a thing like, you know what, let's just see how far this goes, or let's just wing it and have fun as friends first of all?
We were still doing that every day. That's what we do. Like, I don't think any of us really know where we're going. We just play the parties and, that's it. Just have a good time.
Well, for me, I just think it could have started that way. You guys might still think that's what it is, but there is some serious aspect to it because you got a website. You can't just be playing about and not have a website. You have a website. Plug ragwormers.co.uk, RAGWORMERS. So what would you guys describe yourself as a band? What sort of a band are you?
Kind of a mix of genres, really.
Yeah.
Because we do, bit of pop rock, indie, some ska, some Afrobeats, a few covers. It's a bit of a selection of all kinds of music, really. And having a saxophone player just gives us another level. To
A different edge, because you never get that with bands, do you, with sax, isn't it?
It's not that common, really.
Yeah.
So and obviously you guys are local. Everyone in the band local from Bournemouth, or
Well, we actually live in the New Forest, most of us. George is living in Godalming.
I know Godalming very well.
you?
I used to have a residency at the club in Guildford for years.
Which club's that then?
It's now Rubble. It used to be called Bojangles.
Oh,
Yeah, and
way.
I
know of it, yeah. That's funny.
It's legendary.
That's funny.
It's
I've
legendary.
got a few people at work to tell that.
Yeah.
That's jokes.
Yeah, because I had a residency there for 4 years. We were the closing set. It shut down because they wanted to build God knows what, and the building still stayed as it was for years. I think it was about 3-4 years ago they actually finally crushed it down. So it's just now space. I was there June last year when you go past it and just for memories and it's just there. It's just this big, it's weird. Yeah. It's next to the Barclays Bank, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's mad.
I got you there, didn't I?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Not too far from the Friary, the shopping mall. Mate, I know. Sorry's not my second home. Yeah. I had a residency in Woking as well, so mate, that's a whole different story.
That's mad.
But sorry, big up my sorry peeps there. Sorry. there used to be a canal. There used to be you might probably still remember the name. So you know where the Debenhams used to be.
Yep.
You have this canal running through it.
Yeah, yeah.
There used to be a pub by the canal.
Yep, Britannia.
That's the one, my G.
But it's a sick pub.
It's insane, isn't it? So how did you guys meet? Godalming to New Forest is like.
So I grew up here. I went to school in Wimborne.
Yeah.
That's where I was born and raised.
Yeah.
Did all that sort of stuff. And then I moved to Guildford of Godalming about 7 years ago.
Okay.
I studied music production.
ACM? Is it
Yes,
ACM?
that's the one.
Mate,
He knows. He already know the answers.
I can give you stories, mate. God damn. And what did you study over there?
Music production.
Yeah?
Electronic music production, yeah. So did that sort of stuff and just Kane FM.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's enough. So did a lot of DJing and production with some of my mates up there, and I just stayed up there because of that and work. And then I'm pretty much down here every weekend. Doing this. Sort of
So how long are you two known each other then? Or was that through the mutual love of music? Or
It's like 20 years.
20 years. Yeah.
We met,
and Glenn?
Yes.
Yeah. You're the lead vocalist, right?
That's right.
So obviously, at some point, you must have thought, I've got the voice.
Oh man, no way.
I'm going to be the Michael Jackson of the Jackson 5.
Man, I sing out of necessity. I'm not even that good. Just no one else will sing, so it's me.
Nobody wanted to stand up and come up front. Nobody wanted that glory.
So it's me, yeah.
And obviously, what would you describe your music style? Are you more of a bassy tenor? What was it? Are you?
Man, I just sing the songs. I don't know. I'd probably be a tenor, I guess. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know.
Do you write your own stuff? That's big in the industry, isn't it?
Yeah.
No ghost writers or anything.
We write our own stuff. A lot of it we write together. It's normally just us having a jam, maybe a smoke, and just write some tunes. And
And what was so the inspiration behind the band? It was just obviously wanting to you guys had a mutual interest, come together and create something great, right? Do you still have that ethos of how bands used to be back in that we've read about, because none of us here was born in the 60s, 70s. Do you still hold that same ethos where you guys meet a specific time, jam, write together, do some more stuff together?
It's like that. It's unorganized, but yeah, that is.
You get it done at some point.
Yeah, but that is how it goes. We just get together and we play and we write the songs. We are pretty old school.
Yeah.
We don't have many songs online. We got a few, but most of it is just organic. We just party. Mm-hmm. People like the parties. They come back. And we are quite an old school band, really.
All right, brilliant. And how the touring side of it? Where's the furthest you guys have been in England in terms? Let's start with England first before you think international.
We've only really done the south, so we've done the cities in the south like London, Bristol, Brighton, Southampton, and then obviously around here.
You guys want to do more? Obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure. We could talk.
Yeah.
Some people I know. Yeah.
Hey, that would be really cool.
I know people. And so in terms of the live side of it, what do you guys think makes you stand out or different? Because at the end of the day, me personally, how I always look at things is, if I'm going to do something, whatever that is, and it's the same as what somebody else is doing, there's no point, because I'm not bringing anything new to the table. I want to do what everyone else did, but then add something of mine to it to make it stand out. Do you guys have the same ethos as well? So,
yeah, for sure.
So where do you guys think, what do you guys think makes you stand out from, because there's lots of bands, there's lots of creators around the country anyway, but what makes you guys, from your own opinion, distinct from most of the ones out there, especially up and coming acts and stuff?
I think it helps because all of us have our own kind of style of genre. Like Rob is quite bluesy, he likes that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. I think, and when we write new music, we don't always be like, we'll do it like this song because it's the same as one of our other songs. Mm-hmm. We're like, right, let's just go straight into the deep and we'll do an Afrobeat tune, or we'll do like a different kind of groove, or you start. We just take different elements and aspects to start first, and then
and you have to love the music anyway, whatever genre that is, and be fans of it. Do you have any inspiration, like which other bands inspire you from whatever decade or era?
We love drum and bass. Mm-hmm. We love house music. So it's not really like we love all music, but when we've been growing up and partying, that's what we listen to.
Yeah,
EDM, and there's not really any music instrument. So I don't know. We played in the Paul Lighthouse a couple of weeks ago, and some guy was really sweet, and he said, you guys, you don't sound like anybody because you're all these different genres, and it was a really great compliment. But we don't. We've got a load of influences, but we don't even know what they are. We just jam and have fun.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good thing as well, because it's like, if you can take everything in and absorb them, you can still bring something out based on what you've taken in, and still put your own personal stamp in it and make you guys stand out. We want to base in terms of the touring side of it. You say you guys do mostly South, and do you have the places you guys have been to? Do you have a favorite? I'm not saying that others are bad, but do you have like I'm looking forward to going to that place. Oh God, it was mad the last time we went there. I can't wait to go.
You know, it's always nice to play at home because we got so many of our friends who come.
Yeah,
you know,
it's easy for them to get there and get a taxi.
Yeah,
and go lashed.
That's right. Yeah, but no, it's cool. All the cities are fun. I like Brighton. I like Bristol. Mm-hmm. They're both really good parties, but yeah, you know, it's nothing like playing at home to all your friends. That is the one.
Yeah. And so let's say at home, the venues you've played at home, any ones that stand out in terms of?
Probably our own festival and stuff, man. We found that because we set up our own festival.
Yeah.
Rag City Festival, check it out.
And, Rag City. We're gonna come to that. It's talk about the band first. It's all right. But I mean, in terms of the venues you guys have done.
Shika Lounge obviously is great, and that was it was a cool thing that we met Phil and Godwin, the guys who run the place. They were sound, and they let us play, and it came to the agreement that we play once a month, and that's what we thought we'd try and do some Afrobeat for these guys, and Phil asked me to do Puff Puff Pass by I can't remember the guy's name.
Was it Puff Puff Pass? God, Afrobeat tune.
Yeah, starts off with the guys like Sugar Daddy.
Shut up and bend over. That one. Yeah.
So we learned that and a couple of other tunes, and we wouldn't have done that had we not kind of been coming here. And then that went down really well. And it's a different crowd.
It's different, yeah.
So
it wasn't like you heard the genre, you liked it. It was something that was inspired by someone else. You know, to give this a try. Yeah. Because that's how I first knew about you guys. Obviously, I knew about you guys through Enoch. Big up Enoch, and then he sent me a couple of videos, and I thought, wow, okay, this is very different. Because when you see Afrobeats from a live standpoint, typically it's just a couple of black guys or black women, blah blah blah. But I saw you guys, and he did it well as well, and I thought this is actually amazing. So it was great to see that. We're gonna go into Rack City. Rack City Beach. So
we got Suspectacular opening up on the stage, and I think there might be a little bit of a surprise, but we might play that tune when we get up on stage.
It's so obvious, mate. It's so So, what inspired Rack City? For those who don't know, and obviously some people will watch it, and some people will be listening to it. It's rackcityfestival.co.uk. It's a festival down in New Forest.
Yeah.
It involves camping, food and drink, live music, DJs, and more. So I'm now sitting down in front of obviously some of the family members who inspired this to ask them who started this, to ask them what inspired it, why you wanted to do it. And I mean, I know you live in New Forest. Obviously, charity begins at home. What made you guys sit down during? I'm trying to imagine it here.
Right.
You Blaze session. I know this, bro.
Yeah.
I'm from the same circle. You jamming or writing down stuff and saying, let's do a festival. Fuck it. What? How did it go? Because the
that is
best
pretty
spot.
much exactly what happened. And we were just chilling out and having a jam, and then someone's like, we can't get into any festivals, and we've been applying.
Let's do our own.
And, we just couldn't get in a headline. Never get a headline anyway, in a festival. So we just thought, we'll do our own festival, and then we can headline it, and that's what we did.
And how long has that been going on for?
So this will be our 3rd year.
Let's give it some applause.
Hey.
Go. And so you had to go through the whole process, and I mean, you mentioned earlier that obviously is it event management course or something?
Man, I haven't done anything like that. I've just totally winged the whole thing. Like,
don't say that because the council might be hearing this now.
Hey, me and the council go way back. No, the New Forest District Council, big shout out to New Forest District Council. Thanks for backing us up. So we had to go through all the loops and holes, all the liaison and really boring stuff you got to do. Sorry, guys, with the local authorities, but we did it. And, after 20,000 word documents and all this stuff, we threw a big party and it was cool.
Yeah.
Then we did it again, and now we're going to do it again.
So the first one, correct me if I'm wrong, was 2019? Or was it Pandemic 2020?
It was we did do one of the Pandemic 2020, and that was crazy.
So was it the second one or the first one?
So the first one wasn't even Rag City. We called it Worms Day, and we did it in August of 2020, just when they lifted the lockdown. But there was still social distancing. There's some pretty heinous videos online of what happened.
Mate, big up, because we've all been through 2020, right? We all knew what happened there.
People were ready, right? And there was obviously all the rules and restrictions, and I can't go too much into it, but essentially just mayhem. It was
but the thing is, from an organizational point of view, is starting something in the middle of a pandemic. Yeah, it's been eased a bit with social distancing, 2 meters, substantial meal, blah blah blah, and this is your first one.
Yeah.
And you've seen all the tier system, which is okay, you're in tier 20 or whatever, and then you've got something set up, and then a week before it's going to happen is, oh shit, we're now in tier 50. And you kind of, because that was discouraging for a lot of people, especially hospitality as well, especially event organizers and creators. They were not making money. They were still trying to basically, because this is what they love doing, they were still trying to basically, okay, we'll try and work and see what the government is saying, and we'll have to then reschedule. It can get very dispiriting.
You remember you had to sit down?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what made you guys know we're still going to launch our festival in 2020 and not 2021? What was it?
Man, we just wanted to have a party, and we did. And it was wild. It was rock and roll. I remember there was a guy on stage, the MC, and he said, social distancing, and everyone told him to get...
Yeah.
He said, well, if they tell us to leave, we're not leaving. And then it just got crazy. It really was mad. But the year after, the first Rag City, so it was 2021, and the lockdown restrictions all kind of gone. And I remember getting a call from the environmental health, and we were going crazy. The festival's about to happen. All the fencing's up, and people are starting to arrive. Get the call from the council, environmental health. Oh, no.
There you go.
And they're like, it's about the coronavirus restrictions in your event management plan, COVID measures in your event management plan. I was thinking, this is going to be really bad. And he said, it's all been lifted. The government has said it's fine. So I was like, well, I didn't need to write all that stuff. Not that we were doing a lot of it anyway. That's how it was, man. That's how it was.
Sorry about that. So, the first year, obviously pandemic year, 2020, August, right?
Yeah.
And so when you've got the whole plan in place, is it a weekend, 3-day festival, 2-day thing? Obviously, you got camping in it. What was the allowed, or you don't have to say, what was the numbers, the permitted numbers?
So we're doing it on a temporary events notice, so we can only have up to 500 people on the site. Yeah. So it's still small scale, but we do get that many people there. So it feels really busy because it's not a huge site. It's big enough. We got 3 stages this year, so it does feel busy. And you've got loads of different genres, and it's mostly local talent. We've got some international artists too. Yeah,
which you're not going to announce because that's a surprise, right?
Yeah. We got the lineup. Actually, we should be able to get it up hopefully next week. So
they're brilliant. And are you still running on the temporary event license for every year after that, including this year?
So this is the last year on the temporary events notice. I'm hoping
because it's growth.
We can grow. So this is the first year where we're going to hopefully get as many people as we need for it to be really successful in more ways than just being really fun for a party.
Yeah.
And then
start making money properly.
Right. Yeah.
And the date, you tell us the date? I know the date.
It's the 16th of June, 16th to 18th. Starts on the Friday, finishes on the Sunday night.
ragcityfestival.co.uk. And what are we hoping to expect on that? Like, of different bands, obviously, of different type of...
So there's 3 stages there. We got obviously all the stalls. There'll be like some face painting, things for the kids to do. There'll be just some kind of like...
So it's a family thing?
Well, during the day. In the evening, probably not so much. But lots of good food, like world foods, all that kind of stuff. And then the 3 stages, we got the main stage, which has got all the bands and the epic performances you're going to see from large groups of performers. And then we've got a second stage, which is your acoustic, more stripped down. More intimate kind of show, and then we've got the electronic stage, which is going to be a giant pirate ship, loads of lights and lasers, and people probably doing stuff they shouldn't be doing.
Okay, and that, what time does it start?
It starts 4 p.m. on the Friday the 16th, and it kind of just carries on until the Monday morning, really.
Because you go camping in there, so it's just, what about the noise side of it? When you're allowed to stop the noise?
We got music Friday until 1 a.m., Saturday until 2 a.m., and then the Sunday, I think we'll probably stop at like 10:30, 11, but everyone will be so tired, mate.
And there's it's a good plug here. There's a discount code you can use, which I'm looking at the site now.
Yeah.
So basically, early bird 2 for 12% discount on all tickets, valid until the 20th of March, 2022. So give or take 3 weeks and what, 6 days?
That's right.
So use code. There's another
That was
code.
quick maths. Whoa.
Numbers thing, isn't it? Yeah. There's also another code here on the site. Use code 443 to get 4 weekend tickets for £50 each.
Yeah.
That's a £60 discount. And again, you can get the tickets on rackcityfestival.co.uk. What are you adding to the festival this year they haven't added so far? Are you looking forward to having it on
There's
there?
a couple of things still in the works. We got some guys who are involved in King of Kings in Boscombe, and they may well be putting us a skate ramp up. But that's we're seeing because of the risk assessments and those sort of things. But the other thing is obviously this next stage that we're gonna have. So this extra stage there as well. But it's just kind of small baby steps for us, you know.
To grow organically, and the site is. Tell us more about the site in New Forest. What made you pick the site? What was it? Did you know the guys on the site?
So the guy who owns it, Rob Shepherd, he owns Allen
Big up, Rob.
Farms. Rob is a cool guy, and he used to come to a lot of our shows. So we played in this little pub, and he'd turn up and just have a load of drinks and kind of enjoy our music. And we used his field to camp after a couple of the parties. And then we were doing the festival, and I approached him and said, Rob, what do you think about us doing the festival here? He said, yeah, I'm up for it.
And here we are. So bigger up, Rob, for that. Where do you think? Where do you foresee Rack City going? Everything's it's baby steps, isn't it? So every drop makes an ocean. Like you said, you're hoping next year to obviously expand in terms of the numbers.
Yeah.
Where do you see it going? Say in 5 years' time, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, it started out as an opportunity for us to play, and it became this festival for artists, you know, who aren't recognised, who are unsigned, and we got a platform for them to play and perform now, which is cool. And hopefully that's where it goes, so we can promote local talent first, but also other talent, you know, from around the world, who's not necessarily being listened to by everybody, but is really good and is really talented. And we're giving them an opportunity to play. We get to enjoy their music, and hopefully that's kind of it. It just develops that way, and we can be the biggest festival in the South that kind of promotes.
Amen to that.
The small little guy in the music industry, you know.
I mean, I don't have to tell you guys. We know how fickle the industry is. The music industry is. How fickle venue owners and people are. Like you said, Rack City was inspired by you guys not getting bookings anywhere else. You know what? F it, let's do this ourselves. And include where you guys are. You're now about to do the fourth one. So sometimes it might take a knockback to inspire you to go deep into yourself and think out of the box and do something for self. So that's a good thing. In terms of the band, same question of actually where you see Rack City in 5 years. Where do you see Ragwormers in 5 years?
We're just going to throw some parties, man. We're going to get people together. We're going to do some weird stuff. We're going to make some loud music. And if people like it, then hell
When's the next gig?
So we're playing Shika Lounge the second week of March, second weekend. The 11th. And then we got another gig the weekend after in the Compass.
That's a Sunday, isn't it?
I don't know.
No. That's a Saturday.
Yeah, we're playing the Saturday.
Yeah.
So that'll be the next one here, Shika Lounge. So if you want to hear some funny, weird worm music that we play and a bit of Afrobeat, then we'll be here on the 11th of March.
And if I'm trying to link both now. So I am an independent artist.
Yeah.
Or an independent band, and I've obviously I'm listening to this and about obviously Rack City, which is for independence, blah blah blah. How do I get in touch? How do I?
It's so easy.
Yeah.
Any of the socials, just give us a message.
Okay.
If you're looking to play, especially, just send us some of your material. Live performance would be great, and then we just go from there.
And what are the socials? You want to plug the socials, please?
Yeah, so we are on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as Ragwormers Official.
Yeah, Ragwormers, Ragwormers official, or one word. Yeah.
Obviously, we got our websites and stuff too, and you'll find our email address and my phone number on there. So yeah, you could dial me up.
Here comes the stalkers, isn't it?
Hasn't happened yet.
And what about, has Rack City got his own Insta or anything?
Yeah, Rag City Festivals, Rag City, RAGCITY _festival.
I'm surprised you haven't done the Rack City beach on that thing. It's just it's so obvious, mate.
Well, we were gonna the first year. That's what we were gonna do, but the guy who was gonna rap it just bottled it and then was like, "Man, I can't get up on stage and rap in front of 200 and something people, man." And I was like, "Come on," he's like, "I've never rapped before." It's like, "Well, that's fine."
Yeah.
But yeah, so it didn't happen the first year.
Let's go back to the band and the music side of it again. Like I said, I'm going to go back and forth because you guys, men of many talent. What have you got out? Any EPs out or pending or albums coming out or pending?
So yeah, we recorded 7. Was it 6 or 7 tracks? End of last year, which are in the works and processes of like your mix and mastering and getting it all ready for the finished product. Which, yeah, it's in the works. It should be coming soon.
So is it coming soon? As coming soon this year at some point?
Oh yeah, this year.
We could probably upload them this weekend, but I just don't know. We've just been procrastinating because we recorded them outside.
Such a bad, isn't it?
So we'd slept for like 2 hours and we'd been up all night, and then this guy came and was like, "We're recording you," and we just did it outside where I live.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, they're not the best, but we might put them online. But that's all we got.
Why not, innit? Any YouTube, any videos out?
Yeah, we've got a few videos on YouTube. Yeah,
So there's a YouTube channel to plug.
Yeah.
Go on then, bro.
I don't even know the links are. I think just go Ragwormers on YouTube. It should come up. There's a video of me in my pants riding around on a bicycle, and there's all these guys in skateboards. And that's the music video.
I'm just gonna check it out now, just in case.
It's slightly disturbing, man. There's like a zoom in of me, and I'm just in my pants, like shaking my stuff.
Oh
and it, like,
God! All of a
zooms right
sudden, the internet is not working.
it's for the best, man. You don't need to see that.
I'm checking it out,
See that,
man.
Bizzy, man?
I'm not letting it go. Trust me. And music videos out or anything else? Have you got any collaborations pending? Anything coming? Collab with other in?
Well, we
other
do something every Thursday called the Green Sofa Session. So I'm lucky enough to.
Where's
rent, it's in the north wing of this estate house. So I'm renting it with my girlfriend Harriet. And
Big up, Harriet.
yeah, big up Harriet.
Yeah, please go easy on him.
Yeah, she's not very well at the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be at home. I didn't do the food shopping, so I'm in trouble, man.
Harriet, we love you. This. Look at the bigger picture. This is for the band. All right, when they blow, all the riches and the personal doctor, you're gonna get it. Just chill with it. And I get it. But he's doing something good, right? It's all right. I'll send you an invoice for that.
No, thanks, Bizzy, man.
So you do something every Thursday.
It's called the Green Sofa Sessions, and it's like a live unplugged kind of thing. And we have artists come on and they play and do their thing. And we have a videographer come who films it. We've got a sound tech guy who comes and does all the audio stuff, put it together.
How big is this place?
Oh, it's a manor house. It's huge.
Oh, right, okay.
So we had a Halloween party there, which Enoch came to with Gift and a few other guys, and it was so we just turned the part of the house where we live into this really spooky Halloween party, and there were like mannequins and everyone.
Come
was
not invite me to
dressed.
that, bro?
Man, no, sorry, man. Have to come this year. But we had the basement opened up, and in the basement we had a smoke machine and this strobe light. And as you go in, the smoke was so thick you couldn't see. It's just like the strobe light flashing. And
wow!
And the strobe was so bright.
And we'd put like these scary mannequins in there, like candelabra, and made it all spooky. And the guy who did the lights for us, Colin, big shout out, Colin. He got really into it, so he stood there in the darkness, waiting for people, and everyone was like really messed up, really off their faces and going in there. And he'd come out and jump at them, and people were getting so scared. There were girls coming out like crying. It was so scary down there, man.
I'm just trying to check this thing on YouTube, so I am going to find it. It has to be something here. Ragwormers. Just type that in there. 1 second. Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, okay. YouTube, Ragwormers 3213. For people who want to check them out on there, and I can see. Don't want to be low.
Oh, that's the video, man. That's the video.
And this is from a live session. No one needs to know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Busybody.
Yeah.
Okay, this is from somebody else's channel.
Yeah, so I think that's Rock Regeneration. David Chinnery is a local media guy, and Rock Regeneration cover all the local acts pretty much in the Bournemouth Pool area. So.
And
Generation. Thank you very much.
Are you guys signed? Or are you still independently? Just independently signed, or are you signed?
No,
looking to be signed.
We'd love to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't really been. We've not had many opportunities given to us. We've had to like anything,
Yeah, it's true. That's life, innit? Just go out and take it, innit?
Yeah.
I just think nothing's ever given. Nothing's ever easy. Nothing's ever smooth. But and this is just the advice I can give from a personal point of view. If you're passionate about something and you really want it. It's never going to be smooth. You just have to go and try and get it. But you have to then also put yourself, which is what you guys are doing. I think with Rack City especially, I don't know a lot of independent artists that say, you know what, F it, I'm just going to do this and so we can stand out. So now from, like I said, the knockbacks you've now created something great that it's only going to go get bigger and bigger and bigger. Then your PA will need a PA. and I have to then call your PA to talk to your other PA to get you to come on pod again. But it always starts like that. So I'm very impressed. I said to you, I needed to talk to you guys because the story was great. It kind of reminds me about myself on my musical journey as well. So there's an affinity there. I get it. But there are going to be times that you guys will be disheartened and be effing this, effing that, definitely throwing the TV through the window.
Oh man, so there was a moment last year, right? And we played this party, and we, bearing in mind that I'm with the guys putting down all this money, all this time, all this effort, and we played the gig. Like 300 people there. Our friends are singing our songs. It's like this super high, like crazy.
Nothing can beat that vibe though, and that buzz is crazy.
Then so after the weekend's done, packing up all the stuff, my friends are leaving, and we're all hungover and tired, and made a loss on the festival, big loss. Right? And I got a call from this guy who was doing the security. We had an argument, and I got a call from his wife. And she was like, I'm going to cave your head in with a spade if you don't pay this guy this money. And I was like, well, I can't because I'm still tidying up the festival field. So, and she's like, well, I'm going to come and kill you with the spade. And, anyway, it was just me and Harriet's mum and dad there helping me tidy up, man. I just cried, right? I just cried. I was like, this is so horrible and hard. But, man, that's how you do it. I'd do it all again. And I'd pay twice as much to do it again, too.
And the thing is, those experiences, good or bad, it only makes you guys stronger and determined as well. Yeah. And the key is always looking back and saying and laughing about it now, like you guys are doing. It's like, at the time it wasn't a great situation to be in, but look at us now, and we can actually talk about it and just keep moving. I also want to ask you guys in terms of. Okay, I've looked at the YouTube channel. All right, so when is a proper music video? When is Hannah gonna shoot that first proper music video for you guys?
Hey, as soon as we got something good recording, we'd love that. It's just getting it together. Like, we're not the most organised group of guys.
But you organise a festival, mate, so there's no excuse.
Well,
that's
just play devil's advocate.
It is a cover-up. We're lucky because our friends get involved and help us, but we're just a group of guys who like to drink, smoke, and probably too much, and that's it. And the rest of it's just a byproduct. A little
so
bit.
Do you need a manager then?
Oh,
big time.
I'm the PA. I'm the rep man. I got George and a few of the others helping me. I'm kind of running the ship, and I don't know what I'm doing.
It's just a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, like you probably look through the website and there's a lot of typing mistakes and probably pictures of people swearing and things that shouldn't be up there.
Honestly, the amount of times I've had to ring you or send you a message like, oh, that post you just done, yeah. Like, well, you need to change that as a typo here, or like someone swearing in the background photo. You need to change that, folks.
People are flipping the bird, just kid-friendly festival.
Any road stories you can give me like that's happened, like cars breaking down, or you got to the you got to the gig and it's cancelled and nobody said anything to you until you guys got down there. Yeah, see, there's always stories like that. Give me. This is it. People think it's easy.
There was one. This is before George's time. We were going to play near the army places over in the other side of Salisbury. And anyway, country roads. The sat-navs took us down these crazy country roads, and a guy in front of us, who was the old drummer, right? He just hit this pothole so hard, tire burst, and we were like, what an idiot. And then we just did the same thing. We just hit the same pothole, and
so there's like a couple of cars.
Yeah, so both of us just did the same thing. But yeah, George, what are you got? Can you remember any?
Yeah, well, we did a gig in Salisbury just before.
Why is it always Salisbury?
Pardon?
Why is it always Salisbury? That was the experience with Salisbury, or close to Salisbury. Yeah. And another one was Salisbury. Go on.
Well, this one was like October, November last year. We get there, and out of all people, Glen didn't bring his guitar.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we've had one of them a few times.
Oh, is it always Glen? Is it hashtag always Glen?
No. It is me, but it is me most of the time.
So he didn't bring his guitar?
Yeah, so luckily he had time to literally drive all the way back home, go get it.
Oh, and then we played in the... so we played like in outside the City Hall in Salisbury, and all these kids, right, were just there. So there was like 50 people just gathering around because we're just playing to the centre of Salisbury. And there was just like 10 kids who jumped in the back of where we were and just trying to grab the mic and just wanted to like get really involved. And they kept like poking me, and I'm singing these songs. They're like, "Hey, can we go on the mic in a second?" And I was like, "Yeah, kids, just wait for a minute." And then after half an hour, their parents must have grabbed them and gone, man. But yeah,
it reminds me when they do. I don't know if you guys are into football, when they do the deadline day, and you have the guy in Sky, and he's outside a stadium saying, "Yeah, this," and then you have the kids behind it.
was like that.
Literally.
Oh God! Any other tour stories you can bring, or venue stories, or a crazy punter who's so drunk he's thrown a glass or something.
Oh man! So
like,
we did this New Year's party, and we had like 120 people in this small room. You know, probably like twice the length of this. It was grand, and two of our friends, they're like both 6'4" big boys, and they're on top of each other's shoulders. And the guy on top's got 2 pints, right?
Oh no!
So he's like wobbling around, and we're playing, and he falls, and the beers just spill all over our lead guitarist Rob, all over his amp. He goes bang and just gets electric shock.
Oh no way!
Yeah, and full on gets electrocuted on stage, kicks his amp, just carries on. It was rock and roll. And then these guys got on stage and took their trousers off, and it got real weird.
Oh God! And the other parts of it as well is. Do you guys get love from similar bands or similar acts? Is there a cooperation going there? Like they look out for you guys, like and you look out for them, or because in any line of work or business or art, there's always going to be haters anyway. That's how
we've stepped on a lot of toes because we set up our own events. We've got a real good relationship with loads of bands. Like Free Foundation, give those guys a big shout out. You know, they help us a lot. Melissa Rose, young lady who's singing around here. So there's a few artists like that, and we work well together. And they like what we do. We like what they do. But there's loads of other organisations and bands that think that we're involved in, you know, drugs and maybe like fighting or you know, like whatever, and they just don't like what we're about.
It's like your gig, basically, isn't it? Yeah. But it comes in anything, in any territory. Like,
but we're not even like, you know, that's not what we're about.
Yeah.
That's what people think, and they don't like us for it.
The thing is, my dad used to say, bless his soul, is if you haven't got haters, that means you're not doing something right. It happens. It comes with everything. Mother Teresa, for all the good things she did, she's still gonna have haters in it. It's just a natural thing. Never pay no mind. Just stick to what you do and love, and just stick to your lane. That's how people are. It's through jealousy. It's through just because they see what you guys are doing and they haven't had the wherewithal to do it themselves. Like Rack City, for example, is through it's another competition we have to now fight in a so-called saturated market. Yeah. Do not let people like that just dim your light. It's their problem, not yours. Just do what you guys need to do, and just let them just stew. It's at some point they hate because they're fans. Full stop. Because you have to have emotion about somebody to hate someone. It's because if you've got no emotions, then you've got that wouldn't be there. Hate or love. It starts with an emotion. There's two types of emotion. I always say is that hate part of love, but it's just there's an emotion there. Yeah. And if they don't, let's just do what you guys need to do and just F them basically. I can actually say fuck on this pod. Yeah. Okay. So, is any advice you would like to give to independent artists? When I say independent, like solo artists or bands who are trying to navigate this market, which is it's a lot.
But anyone can make music, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's so easy now. Like you just download GarageBand on your phone, right?
It's so easy now, isn't it? Yeah.
You just make a tune, and it could be really good, especially if you can sing a bit. Maybe you play a bit of the keys. You're going to make a good song. So it is saturated to an extent, but I think you hit the nail on the head if you're willing to try. Yeah. And you don't give up. Yeah. You know, nothing good comes easy.
It comes back to the emotions as well. If you've got enough emotions in it and you want to do it, you're going to chase it.
Yeah.
We're still chasing. We're not there, you know. We come a long way from where we started, but it doesn't feel like we're anywhere near where we wanted to go.
Anyway, near
I don't think that ever stops. So, you know.
And that's a good thing because it means you never rest on your laurels, which is a thing that, especially in our industry of music, people get. That's why we have this thing about the second album syndrome, where you have an artist come out, and which is every artist worldwide. The first album is ridiculous, as in so good, and then it's like, okay, let's see what your second album is about. But then it's because some of the times because that hunger's gone. They've made the riches from the first album. It's now I just have to put something out because I've signed this 5-album deal, so I'm obligated to do it. Yeah. I've always thought that if the passion was the first reason you did something, it's always going to be a bumpy ride. But once if it was because you did it because of the passion, the love for it, you are gonna. The bumpy rides are not great, but you are gonna ride it and still gonna stick with it because life is never smooth. It's if life was smooth, everybody would be great. We all have millions just throwing on the table right now.
That'd be nice, man. That'd be real nice.
And just to cap up, is there anything else you guys want to add in terms of obviously Rack City, are you guys still accepting vendors, people, or accepting new acts? I know it's like it's still a couple of months away.
You know, just get in touch. You know, we want to keep an open mind with it. And if something, if someone came to us like a week before the festival, and I don't know what it could be, but we got an open mind. We're open to anything. So check us out, and if you're up for it, get in touch.
Rack City Festival, and that's in June. It's a 3-day camping thing, 16th of June to the 18th. We have camping, food and drink, live music, DJs, and more. We hope to. No pressure. I'm going to come down to this. I want to hear Rap City, bitch. I want to hear that happen.
Do it.
And it's Fordham Bridge. If you're not from around this area, that's in New Forest. But all the info you need is on the website.
We are in the process of setting up a shuttle bus that's going to be going from, I don't know if it's Lansdowne or if it's
somewhere.
You know where City Electrical is on the road. Yeah. So it's I think Enoch. Shout out to EMG and Enoch and everybody. So they are going to set up a shuttle bus, and they're just going to be ferrying people from the festival. So if you want to be able to drink, you don't want to drive, or you can't drive, whatever.
Which helps, then,
You know,
so that's especially for day trippers who are not camping in it. That will help. Yeah. And that's going to be put on the website as well, right?
Yeah. So more information as it comes around. We still got, the next 14 weeks till the festival, but that should be, as long as we sell enough tickets, free for people to use. So it should be a free service, and people can just get on and go for it.
Fantastic. So, guys, just keep checking rackcityfestival.co.uk. Also check the band themselves, which is ragwormers.co.uk. And plug the Instagram pages as well. So you have Rag City Festival, all one word?
Yeah, so it's Rag City _festival. It's Instagram.
Okay, at Rag City _festival, and also at Ragwormers.
Ragwormers official.
So just stay updated. They'll always keep posting stuff on there. Final thing, which is I try and do this with the music guys I have, which is crazy.
Now, you're not going to ask me to sing or something, man.
No.
I do some opera,
I'm not going to put you on the spot. So I'll start with you, George. So what would you recommend? You might have thought of this, you might not, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
We'll find out.
What would you recommend as your song of the week?
Song of the week?
It could be anything.
Do you know what? I like this question a lot.
There you go.
I have got one song. I'm a kind of person, you find a song, I'm like, I just want to listen to it again. And then a minute later, I'm like, I'll listen to it again then. I've got to find it on my phone. So it's called Photo ID by Remy Wolf. It's just a funky kind of disco tune. I just love it.
How did you find it? How did you discover it?
I think I was just flicking through Instagram, and I was just like, this is quite cool. I just had like a little clip of it, and then I went and listened to the whole thing, and was like, this is all.
So it's Remy Wolf?
Remy Wolf, called Photo ID.
Photo ID. Remy Wolf, that is George's recommended song of the week. And Glenn?
I don't know, man.
Mate, you had 2 minutes to think of one.
Like, what's an old classic? Madness, One Step Beyond,
One Step Beyond. Anna? It's a surprise. It could be anything.
I can't remember any song I've ever heard in my life at the moment.
Yeah?
Yeah, come back to me or
I nearly said the Coronation Street theme tune. That was it, like in my head. I can't say that.
Oh, I'm just going to say I Will Survive. That's it. If you're going to ask me that, I Will Survive. It's a classic disco as well. So if you're feeling down this week, just put that on. It always uplifts everyone. And that's it. So, guys, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Rag City Festival.co.uk. It's in June 16th to 18th. Get your tickets. It's in a lovely area that I know very well of Fordham Bridge and New Forest. And also check out the band and what they're getting up to at ragwormers.co.uk. ragwormers.co.uk. Shout out to one of our sponsors, Shika Lounge, one of the new things in Bournemouth, shikalounge.co.uk. And My Connected Home for your boilers as well. You need brand new boilers. Check them out, myconnectedhomeuk.com. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. And thanks for coming through.